So talk. You gotta come on the screen, say hello. If not, you gotta be quiet.
He been to the girl collection before, right?
Yeah.
At the door, and I missed his show. My apologies.
You been 5 racks at the girl collection. Really, a lot of talent. Hey, nice to meet you.
You here? I thought you met me before.
I have not got to meet you yet.
Well, who was the dude that you had meet in that girl collection?
That was David Banks. Wow, he's another funny black guy. I'm okay.
He's another funny damn.
I'm really trustworthy.
Very trustworthy.
I'm from Kansas City. I'm from
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, family, bro?
What's up with it?
Floyd, I heard Canelo is really beating up his sparring partners. That's what Alicia asked him. And that's when that man, he said, well, no disrespect, but I ain't know that sparring partner.
You good, bro? Yeah, I'm good. You good? I'm tripping on nothing. Shit, you see what they gave me yesterday? See what I had to pay them yesterday?
Bro, 18 million?
I'm retired.
But you could write that in a check, though. You just wrote a check for 18 million. People do that. One, I'm surprised you have checks.
Actually, and it's the truth. I'm not lying. Those are quick little temporary checks. I told them give me 12 because if anybody know about business, you don't keep that type of money in just regular account. So I had to wire the money from somewhere.
Okay.
So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is that I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the control.
Yeah.
My tax attorney said, this is what we need. At first he told me he needed, I thought it was 17, like 9995, something like that. Day later, it said 18, over 18. I'm like, give it to him. Gave it to him. And then after that, I said, shit, cause I wired like over like 20 something in.
Right, make sure you had it.
Yeah, wired that in. Paid the 18, the suite. Cause when the Baltimore Ravens was playing against the Kansas City Chiefs, I called my guy, the head ticket guy. Cause you realize I'm also in the ticket business because remember, for years and years, I was behind the scenes doing a lot of music tours with Al Heyman. So I know all the ticket guys.
You can sell.
So in Vegas, my ticket guy, he's been running all the tickets since I've been professional. So we work together. So in the first quarter of the Kansas City Chiefs in Baltimore, they was playing. I said, yo, I need seats to the game. Just in case. I mean, for my team, I know I was gonna take a lot of people. So he said, I got 14 together. I said, what's the price? He said, 200. I said, give it to me. Then we cleared that up. I know some more people want to go. So we had another deal. Looking for a suite. They was like, oh, we got suites for 1.5, 1.3. I was like, I got it. I'm like, no. I said, my guy said, I got one for $950. So I'll give you $850 right now. He said, yeah, let's do it. So I said, I shoot it right to you. Shot it right to him. That's what it was.
Floyd, you started talking about much smaller numbers. My question is, much like we had the discussion the first time you sat down with us and you didn't know what A1 was on Southwest.
Oh, matter of fact, I want to show you guys something.
You ain't fight commercials.
No, I ain't fighting no commercial. Let me give me the blue phone.
Real rich nigga problem. 18 mil, one check.
No, but y'all already got to talk about it. 18 mil retired. I know some people gonna be like, well, you said I didn't want to say I was active because that's normal.
Right.
I said I wasn't activated. I knew what I said. So a lot of times I'm like, you didn't say it right. I know I said it right. I knew what I said. I know what I posted.
I don't really care how much you make, but I feel like writing an $18 million check has to feel some sort of weight.
That's crazy. I didn't want to do it. Of course, I'm like, who wants to give up basically 20 million?
You wrote 18,180,000,000.00. Like, bro, that's crazy.
You know, I got huge deals on the table. So I'm always making shit shape.
What's the biggest thing you got working right now?
I can show you how this. Come here. So come here. This long. Okay. So this one right here.
That's crazy.
I just keep up on them.
Yeah, my math don't work like that.
So now, when we gonna cut it and get straight to it?
Yeah, we definitely can't get to that. Get that out of there.
That's a lot of commas.
Hold up, limited, niggas still cap pinning it. I thought they here to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, get me up. On a mission, get me up. Know what I mean, I got the key. On this vision, like a trust, limited, niggas still cap pinning it. I thought they here to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, get me up. On a mission, get me up. Know what I mean.
We're gonna get right to it. What's going on?
Yeah, boy.
How do you feel, man, that your grandson is more popular than you are? He a real G, man.
Well, that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
The ultimate goal is to always put your loved ones, your family members, in a position to grow. And that's what it's about. Me and NBA Youngboy speak on a regular. Speak on a daily. Very happy for his career. Proud of him. And eventually, he's going to grow like anybody that's young. When I was young, I visualized and seen things a certain way, but as you get older, you look at things totally different.
I gotta ask you, with NBA Youngboy,
Yes,
you talk daily.
yes,
Are you impacting him? Like with knowing that, like saying your baby, your grandson, who we done all played with at the
Yes.
crib. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
How is that dynamic? Because you're so much older and you've been so successful. He's successful as well, but that's the thing that people want to know. Like, what is your relationship like? What's the dynamic between you and him?
We talk about investments and just growth, buying land. And what's crazy is out here in the world today, a lot of times, even like P. Diddy. I'm not going to speak bad about P. Diddy because he's still a black man. Mistakes happen. And I can't say if it is or it's not a mistake, but things happen in life. And P. Diddy business is P. Diddy business. It's not my job or anyone else's job to go on the internet and stump him and kick a man while he's down. My take on it is it's not my business. I don't think it's right at all. And I don't condone it. Even if that happened to my daughter, I would be hurt. But that's the choice that my daughter made. So I don't want to keep nobody while they're down.
I think the big thing, because I have girls too, is though.
No boys?
I have a boy too.
Okay.
Is one, if your son is in that position or your son is accused of those things that Diddy was accused of, like, I'm going to believe in my son and what he says, but I'm going to check him about that. I'm going to check him about whether or not these are things he's done. I'm also going to check him about putting himself in those positions. And on the other side that we have to be very careful of, especially when talking about women, is that if those things are true, right, and some of the things are true, that wasn't a decision they made, right? That's something that was done to them. And I wasn't in those rooms, so I can't cast aspersions on Diddy and say that he did it or he did do it or he's an evil man or if. What I am saying is if those things happen to those women, not only is it not right, it's also not their fault.
Mm-hmm.
We was like 1 month old last time we was in this set. You came when we was in LA during the Super Bowl. Fast forward 2 years, we was at your place around the same time, almost 2 a.m. You gave us a tour. We was just chopping it up. You got the chance to see the kids running around. You was in granddaddy mode. You was in daddy mode, just chilling. You say you was tired. You was doing the exhibition, making moves, and then business. What's the day to day, like off camera, behind the scenes? What do you do on a day to day, like just as a normal human?
My normal may not be someone else's normal.
Right. So stability.
Today I took my loved one shopping. What else did I do? I'm just speaking with my team because I got a new. I don't really want to call it a bar, a sports bar. I don't want to call it a club. I don't want to call it a restaurant. I don't want to call it a hookah lounge. I got a new spot, Society Station.
That's the name of
That's
it.
we call it Society Station because we got different stations.
Got it.
Working on that. Someone had an album release party. This Mexican artist that's huge, with a huge following. Make sure that was taken care of. And my team was doing their job. for that. Make sure that the club was right because we gave Girl Collection a facelift.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Actually, it's crazy. I wanted to have a Freak Meet skate jam at my skate rink, Skate Block City, just something different. I reached out to Usher.
I was gonna ask you that. I got it in my note right here. Who the better skater? But you might be the better athlete. But I think Usher will skate throughout the goddamn ring.
Well, I think Usher is absolutely. I think he's a better skater. Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't skate. I ain't never skated in my
But
life.
my thing is this. I know Usher does a deal with Flipper. I don't really know who Flipper is. But Floyd Mayweather got Skate Rock City that I own. So it's different with working with individuals. See, my thing is we exchange information, but sometimes we're not exchanging the right information. It's okay to be an employee, but someday don't you want to be an employer?
Yeah, 1,000%.
It's just like Ciroc. P. Diddy took that Ciroc to the top. When he started demanding certain things, you know what they said? You don't own this. You work for us. So with Good Money Whiskey and Le Bon Argent, I own it. When you see me post Betterfy, that's mine. So it's so many different companies and different things that I'm involved with that I don't even talk about. And because I feel like everything is not for everybody. That's just my scenario. I say that every day to my team.
For how many of these things are your ideas, or as opposed to people coming to you and wanting to work with you because they know what the Floyd Mayweather name and brand brings?
I just say 30 years ago, when the first time me going to a gentleman's club or a strip club, whatever you want to call it, I looked around, said, okay. And years went by. And I was saying to myself, okay, we come here, we spend money. We come here, we spend money. We don't like the music. So when you don't like something, you change it. So I said, you know what? I knew that our culture was huge into the dancing business because you got video vixens and videos. And, when it's a white girl, they say it's a video vixen. When it's a black girl, they call her a hoe. You know how it is. This is how it is. I'm not saying it.
That could be the narrative, for sure.
Yes, but got the strip club. When I was a kid, my dad manager, Frank Balanzano, an Italian guy with a Lincoln. Every morning, when my dad would wake up early in the morning, he would do a jog, and he would run with the car. And sometimes my dad would say, "You want to get on and jog with me?" Because I didn't have to be to school until noon. Because when you're in the kindergarten, you go half a day. So my dad would be like, "You want to get out the car and run with me? You want to jog with me?" I used to be jogging with my dad, 5 miles, 5 years old. His manager used to own a skating rink called Roller World. So every day after my dad gets finished jogging, we go over to Roller World. His manager do the paperwork. I'll be skating around the rink, all by myself. Because Frank Balanzano was a great guy. Not a good guy, but a great guy. Because he did my dad good. If it wasn't for Frank Balanzano, I probably wouldn't be in Vegas today. Because Frank Balanzano, he had my Uncle Roger also. But I believe he sold his contract to a professional gambler in Las Vegas named Billy Baxter, a professional poker player. So that's how my Uncle Roger ended up in Las Vegas. Now, my whole family's in Las Vegas.
Well, how do you like the normal life? You ain't fighting no more. Do you enjoy the business side?
I'm more busy.
But not fighting?
Yeah, because never settle for less. There's always room to grow. So I just want to grow.
But bro, you did the same thing. Like you saying, you just said at 5 years old you was running 5 miles. No more motherfuckers gonna do that shit. And it was like you trained your whole life like your grandson. It's crazy to see that, man, that motherfucker be really punching. Like you were that guy that was training, but now, bro, that shit gone. You can't punch nobody in the face no more.
No, but you know what? I'm happier now. Because I'm happier now not fighting. I'm happier now without fighting. Because I'm able to spend so much time with my daughters and so much time pushing my sons to be great. Just a while back, we go through problems in my life too. I told my boys I need you guys to go out there, find your own place, and find a way. You go out there and fish for yourself. Show me what you can do, and I'll help you. And that's what they're doing right now.
But it can't be that easy.
What?
Stop it.
I promise.
Not fighting no more. Like,
Bro, I'm not being funny or knocking any fighters. And this is really not hating. I'm still, even if I don't want to be, they still talk about me every time a fight comes on. So, really, I'm really still the face of boxing. Even though you have certain individuals that want to throw shots and hate because that comes with the territory. You see all these fighters that doing the shoulder roll. You see, I mean, yeah, and not knocking the guys that paved the way. And I want to come on record and say I'm appreciative for guys like Sugar Ray Robinson and Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard. So many guys that paved the way for me. But there's only one Floyd Mayweather. These fighters are not better than me. You look at the numbers, they say, oh, Canelo may end up beating more world champions than Floyd Mayweather. Wait, he should? But almost, 80 and 90 fights, he should? Mm-hmm. I beat more world champions than any fighter in history. I'm 50-0, but half of my fights was world title fights. Mm-hmm. I embrace and love these young fighters. But I feel that a lot of times, young fighters, coaches, managers, oh, you better than Floyd, you better than Floyd. You know why? That's good. That's motivation for the fighter. You can tell him that, but deep in his heart, he don't believe it.
When you were not only the greatest inside the ring, but you were just a box office hit because of who you are. We're in Vegas. This is your town. We've now seen F1 in Vegas. We've seen the Super Bowl in Vegas. Yes. And we've seen Mega Floyd Mayweather fight. What's the bigger event in Vegas? F1, Super Bowl, or Floyd Mayweather in his prime?
I don't know no athlete in history.
Unlock a new world of efficiency with Asana. Identify blockers to keep work, projects, and goals on track. Try for free today at asana.com.
In history, 90 minutes, 750 million. You tell me who?
Athletically, nobody. It's not even close.
I don't knock football players. Love football and love basketball more than boxing. That's all we watch in my home when we gambling. Because if you're not betting on a game, it's not even fun to watch. When you're betting on it, you're on the edge of your seat. What these boxers do now, they're boxers. They're boxers. I'm a box office. There's a difference. These fighters, they get in the bag when they go over to Saudi Arabia. I'm not gonna lie. They're getting great money. Not good money, great money. So, of course, they want to see Floyd Mayweather in the exhibition. And you already know what the payday gonna be.
So you talk about exhibition. There was some rumors or something floating around internet.
Yes.
About Manny Pacquiao. Is this rumors or is that pop in the exhibition?
Well, Manny Pacquiao spoke about that, he shouldn't have. Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not going to say he's right, and I'm not going to say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came around and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. Who did? I mean, you know, I don't like to throw certain individuals under the bus, because we don't do that.
Somebody gave you $4 million to say your name.
He said my name when he didn't exposed to. Remember, I said it's a time and a place for any and everything. Right. He said my name, and I said, you know, you're in the wrong. Remember, I want you guys to go check out Manny Pacquiao. When he got upset a few times, he said, "Oh, Floyd, you using my name? You using my name?" But remember, he got famous because they said this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king. Did it happen? Absolutely not. Was he easy? Absolutely.
It wasn't easy.
Okay, so 10 rounds to 2 ain't easy?
It was a good fight. Like, yeah.
10 rounds to 2 is not easy?
It was the first time I saw somebody catch you.
No. Shane called me and all he did was make me mad. And you see what I do when I get mad?
Can I ask you a question?
I tighten my game.
I do want to ask you a question about that. When you become a fan of a fighter you start to live and die with your fights.
Yes.
And I had never seen that happen to you. And what I always loved about you was how pure you were to the sport, to the profession, the defense, right? The check hook, like everything you had, you know, the pullback, like all of that. And when he hit you, I was like, I had never seen it. You look, and you could correct, you looked like you were almost embarrassed sitting on the stool, in the sense of, like I truly, because I had just never seen it.
Mhm.
What was the emotion in between that round? Because after that, you picked them apart and almost seemed like, why wasn't he doing this the whole fight?
So let me kind of explain to everybody what happened. Remember, I had took a lot of time off, and I came back after the Ricky Hatton fight. Took a little break, fought Marquez. I didn't get hit with no shots in the Marquez fight. So now you look and say, what, 3.5 years? I haven't really been hit with small gloves. I box in the gym, 16-ounce gloves, sometimes 14-ounce. But I didn't get hit with no 8-ounce gloves. So finally, he hit me, boom, and I ain't been hit in 3.5 years. So if you get hit with some 8-ounce gloves in 3.5 years, you're like, oh shit. So he hit me, was I embarrassed? Absolutely not. That comes with the territory. The same way you dish it out, you got to be able to take it.
Right.
I mean, you can't play in the mud and don't think you're not gonna get dirty.
You fight in the same round.
Yes.
You fight in the same round.
Yes.
And so the way you fought the rest of the fight, like you talked about being angry, when you walk into the arena, was it just a job for you then? Because you could see a definite change in the way you started fighting. Like it went from this is what I do for a living and I'm trying to make this money to where it got embarrassing for the same reason. Like the way you dominated.
You, great athletes. We the great ones. When you're a great one, you can make an adjustment.
Right.
And that's one thing about Floyd Mayweather. He can make adjustments. And that's what makes me different from any other fighter. I don't get rattled. Come with the territory. When I go back and look at it, I don't say, oh, if somebody playing a fight, one of my guys is, we watching the fight, or he playing the Shane Mosley, I don't be like, don't put that fight on. No matter.
Right.
It's all about results. Results in the ring and out the ring. In the ring, I'm a winner. Out the ring, I'm a winner.
When you look at the young fighters of today,
Yes.
we're starting to get some of the fights we want to see again. You know, when you were boxing, the boxing world was, okay, who is Floyd fighting next, right? We were waiting for the next All Access. You know,
Floyd Mayweather had a whole game on lock.
Dude, but you did though, right? And so, but it's almost like boxing is waiting on that next one, but it's never going to be one person that could take the mantle that you had. And so now it's the, it's the Tanks and it's the Buds and all. Do you see anybody?
But do you know why?
I would love for you to explain why.
Charisma, articulate, flashiness. You have to know when to turn it on and when to turn it off. And you have to take chances to become a household name. I didn't mind going to WWE. I didn't mind going on Dancing with the Stars. I seen a bigger picture. You know, you got to realize, when I look at all these boxers, they're in black and white. I'm the only one in color. That's the difference.
Could you teach people that?
What?
Could you teach people what you just said? If you take a boxer, could you make the next Floyd Mayweather? Because you revolutionized the shit. Like, you talking about Tyson, Muhammad Ali.
I don't know.
all that. Could you teach somebody how to be Floyd?
I don't like to talk bad about those guys because my thing is, I embrace the young kids that's coming up, but the older champions, I embrace them and love them and talk good about them, but a lot of them hate me. And the young fighters today, I embrace them, push them, want them to be great, talk good about me, but the same girls he get, I can get. So I'm real smart up here. So when you're young, all you think about is fucking. Oh yeah, I want to get on top, I want to fuck her, right? I don't just got to fuck her physically. I got to fuck her mentally. Show her how to become an entrepreneur. So when she like, oh, they're like, yo, why these young girls like Floyd? You know, I'm a teacher. You know, if you're one of my guys that run around with me and hang out with me, my job is to help you Yeah, I'm with Floyd, getting a check. I get a check from Floyd, but I want to push you. Have your own business while you traveling the world with me, and we laughing, we kicking, and we joking. You got a company where you're making money also. So if something go wrong and you're not with me no more, you don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
How difficult is that, though, in the sense of you are doing so much yourself, and you have these people, you have your team. When you say you're pushing them, are you pushing them by giving them ideas, helping them invest, or what you doing, or what you're saying is, watch me work, watch me move, I'll get you in these rooms, I'll let you have these conversations, and then use that to implement into your life?
I've spoke about this before. A lot of times I drop Jews and they don't listen. Everybody got to get some land. Everybody want to live where it's popping at. When you got to move somewhere instead of shop, everybody can't live in LA. Everybody can't live in New York.
Right.
A lot of these places, it's too expensive. So you got to go somewhere, get on your grind, be about your business, get some up and going for yourself, and then you make enough money, you say, you know what? Now I can buy a place where I want to buy a place at because I was on my grind. I was on my hustle. You say, what's the difference between Floyd and other fighters? They fight. They fight good. I hustle great. It's the difference.
I don't think you give yourself enough credit, though. Like, you talked about all the things you did around boxing, right? The charisma, the personality, the way you communicated. You also always won. That's the biggest thing. You could say whatever you want, but if you went inside the ring and you weren't the best in the world, people aren't paying, which eventually got to be, people used to pay to see you lose. Like, there were people who hated you so much because you were so good and you did talk about it and you did have the charisma that they was paying that pay-per-view to see if somebody could touch you.
The thing is this, and the people in the world need to know this. What happened was, I was a black kid from the ghetto with a father who taught me a skill, and my dad hustled because his career didn't go right. So my dad took chances and hustled. He hustled. I don't think he hustled the brown, but he hustled the green and he hustled the white. The brown is heroin, the green is weed, the white is coke. My dad hustled to give me a better life, and I love him for that. Each and every day, I'm thankful for my father. But my dad hustled to put his son in a position just to become world champion. And I learned from my dad's mistakes. I didn't want to hustle drugs. All I wanted to do was become a champion someday and have something when my career was over. So once my career starts, my dad leaves me and go to prison. I'm 16 years old. My mother got Rent-A-Center furniture in her house. Me and my grandmother, a great lady, may she rest in peace. I'm staying with her sometimes. Eventually, I go to the Olympic Games without my dad. There's nothing like getting up on that podium, even though I know I deserve the gold medal, but I'm happy with how my career went. If I had to do it all over again, I'll still be happy to take that bronze medal. Why? Because if I didn't take that bronze medal, I'm going to be where I'm at today.
What did that change?
I feel like I worked harder, much harder than the rest of the other fighters that was on my team. But I feel like we had one of the best Olympic teams of all time. But when I got the bronze medal, did it? Was I hurt? Absolutely. Absolutely. And did I cry? Absolutely. Real men cry. When we lose a loved one, if you're my best friend and I see you hurting, and you my brother, if you hurt, I'm hurt. We ride together, ride or die. So, with my dad going to prison, me all by myself, coming out to Las Vegas, getting a big contract, but then being controlled not being able to be who I really want to be. I want to be flashy. I want to be flamboyant. I want to be proud to say, I come from nothing. And look what I got. I don't want to brag. I don't want to be like BMF. I don't want to brag about getting illegal money and glorify getting illegal money. Even though I love the BMF story, love Big Meech, love Big T. But that's not me. What I'm proud about is coming from nothing to something and earning it the hard way, from the bottom. I didn't want to be no blue collar worker. I wanted to kick ass, travel the world, make money, love my family, and invest. Talk to me.
Now you look back, we all old as hell. We old now, we damn near about to die, bro. Nigga, you old too. You got some just for men in there.
No.
Bro, you ain't that shit, it's some white in there. It ain't no white in that
That's
bed.
probably a couple. Listen, that's probably, I'm gonna give it a buck with you.
It's a white in that bed, nigga.
Listen, it's a couple pieces. I'm a straight shooter.
Yeah.
I don't dye my hair.
You don't got none of that.
I don't dye my hair. I'm a straight shooter.
You pluck them out?
A couple times.
Would you have done, just hearing what you're talking about with your daddy, could anything have made your life better, your path better? Could anything have changed the outcome of what you are now with the Gucci shirt on that I don't think they making my size in that hair?
I don't want to change nothing because if I change something, I want to have that grandson. That grandson is special. He's beautiful. He's smart. He's genuine. And that's me all over again.
That's dope.
So every day when I just look around, and sometimes when I get up, I don't get up and be like, oh shit, look at all the shit I got. I say, God damn, my dad is a cold. Not just me, I say my dad, he a cold motherfucker. Yeah, am I the GOAT? Yeah. But that motherfucker the GOAT too. Far in trainers.
Yeah.
Even though right now his mental is really not the same, but if I had to do it all over again, it has to be the same way. Because if it wasn't, then I wouldn't be cool with y'all. I wouldn't be fighting. Because if we done it a different way, I would have went to the streets. And that's the route that I didn't want to go. I don't have to glorify, oh man, look what I got. I don't want to con nobody out of shit. I don't want to hustle nobody out of shit. Because I'm going to do my own hustling. I'm a go-getter. I'm a winner. And I'm going to always find a way to come out on top. No matter what position you put me in. Just like my career. My career went like it was because I rolled the dice and went and wrote a check for $750 sitting here. Let me become my own boss. Once I became my own boss, we hate you. I don't own the media. All I do is kick ass and say, line them up. Put the next one in front of me.
Well, you talking about the media and the hate. RC mentioned hate.
Yes.
Shannon mentioned the path. There was a rumor that as you were getting closer to being 50 and 0, that there'll be billboards on the way to the fight. And people would climb up there and mark out the O and put 1 when you were going to lose. Like, what did that do for your mindset before you got ready to fight? Were those reminders, motivation?
That's motivation.
But it wasn't the media hating. It was probably just some individuals. But everybody wanted to see you lose.
It seems like your people want to see you do good. They only want to see you go so far. What hurts the worst really is that our people glorify illegal shit and hate the legal shit.
That's a fact.
Damn.
I will come and do your show every year for free, don't want nothing. Just to see my people win.
Yeah.
And everybody know most of the time when I do an interview, I get paid crazy money because I don't do interviews.
Right.
But to do something with my people, y'all couldn't pay me no money. I come here for free. That's how I am.
Yeah.
It's no different from Don King. They hated Don King. But Don King was no different from how I am. He's just a black promoter. He's a Jewish promoter. And I write, and this is the truth. I'm gonna ride or die with my people first. But do I fuck with the Jewish community? Absolutely. We work together. And people got upset. Oh, Floyd, why you posting this and why you posting that? Last time I checked, this is Floyd Mayweather's social media page. Last time I checked, we was in America. Freedom of speech. So is it really freedom of speech? Everything is about control. Everybody want to control somebody. Me, I'm not going to be controlled, and I don't want to control nobody. I just want to do me and live my life.
You mentioned loss, and you said real men cry when you were talking about
Yes.
the Olympics. One of the things that was beautiful about being at your house was listening to you talk about Kichi.
Yes.
We had Gayle King on the show
They told me.
who also knew her. She spoke very highly of her. You spoke about the mother of your children who also passed. For you, who does have so many people depending on this, has also had a ton of success as well. How do those losses of people you love affect you?
Yeah, you don't want to talk about that. We're going to get through this. That's tough because she's my best friend. People really wouldn't understand that people like your drivers and your assistants are your best friend. Kichi was the only person in life that I could talk about anything to, that knew my deepest secrets. There was no male or female in my life that I told more stuff to than her. The only Super Bowl she really wanted to go to was the one in Las Vegas. She was so happy. For her 50th birthday, she wanted to go to Aruba. It was going to have a big party for her. I was able to take her to 100 countries. She taught me a lot. She helped me a lot. Through rain, sleep, snow, or hell, she had my back. Like I said before, if my life didn't go like it went, I would have never met her. So everything plays out for a reason. And it's just like, we talk about just music, the black culture, the Filipino culture. She took me to the Philippines and put me in a position to make, and not even the money, because my assistant, I put her in a position she didn't even want. I could have got her a business, whatever she wanted. That's not what she wanted. All my assistant wanted to do was support me and help me be the best man that I can be. And she wanted my kids just to be positive, and she was a positive person. And I always wanted her. She worked so much, all I ever wanted her to do was find a husband. And I think about work and just give herself breathing room sometimes. All she wanted to do was what they call it, FOMO, fear of missing out. What a lot of people don't know, we was in Dubai, in my room. And I was talking to her, and I was talking to somebody else. I don't know who it was, but I know I was talking to her. And I told her this. I said, you have to listen to me. I said, because if you go, it's going to be too late for you not to listen to me. Within 6 days, she was gone. So the word, you know what I mean? Sometimes, powerful words sometimes. But I was just telling her that because I want her to take care of herself. Because a lot of times, like I talk about, I'll be a I got a Rolls Royce. We got a Rolls Royce that I came here, right? You can't just put gas in a Rolls Royce and wash it. It has to be serviced, just like the body. So when we get to a certain age, we still think that's all we, women think, I put my lashes on, put my makeup on, put my heels on, get manicure, pedicure, but you still have to service the body. And she was at my house. She said it's okay for Courtney to work on me. Courtney is the team doctor. She traveled with us to school. I said, of course, Courtney can work. So, for a couple of days, Courtney was working on, I seen her working on the bag beside me. And she didn't go to the movies with us. Oh, no, I told her, she didn't go to the movies with us. I said, yo, something's going on. So I told her, I said, listen, you have to go to the doctor. You have to go to the doctor, medical center, or the hospital. Very, very important. Everybody can tell you. First she called the sister, with the team, from LA. And I don't know if she was, wanting to give her some organic herbs. A lot of times, family members think they got the remedy when none of us knows it all. I know a lot, and I'm here to come on record and say I don't know it all. And have I ever contradicted myself? Absolutely, I'm a human. We all have. But sister came out. She's working with her. Next thing you know, I'm asleep. I get a call. They're knocking on my door. It's very important. 911. It's very important. What is it? I'm asleep. Leave me alone. It's just about you. I said, okay. What's going on? So I grab my phone. I call her phone. Bring her card. I can't get up. Got up. Somebody gave me the phone. Here. Hello. And I said, what? What? There you go. And it hurt me, and it hurt my team that we couldn't send her home the way we wanted to send her home. The way we know that she got to live. So many people love her. So many people love her. You can die and come back a billion times. You can't find that energy. We argue, we debate, we help each other. That's the sister that I never had. My boyfriend that I never had. How hard was it for you to not get that crazy? You feel like a person that wants to show people how you feel, and it feels like sending her home the way she would have loved, in the way that you would have wanted to, would have been your opportunity to show that in the past. How hard is that for you to not be able to do? Once I know that all the people that loved her came and showed up her last party, it was unbelievable. And I was happy with that. But I'm still not happy because, I'm not going to say that I'm not happy, but it's still not no closure because I never seen her. Right. And when you go in the funeral home and you give them the check, you don't even want no. I didn't even want no change back. They put the change in the envelope. I don't even know what I did with the envelope. Cause you put the envelope out and you're like, you don't want to let it go. Cause it's like you're doing a good deed, but it's like you're doing something like, damn, I don't want to do this. I'm sending her home. I'm never gonna see her again. So it's a crazy feeling. It's a real crazy feeling.
Brother, being so much control. As you were talking, I was thinking about Julius Seau. When Julius Seau died, that was my big brother when I played, and he ended up dying. And it's like I called his phone, and it went to voicemail, and I started pouring crying, like I knew he was gone, like. To be an alpha male, to be what you do, to run the world,
I've been off
and not have any control of those.
I've been off for 2 months since November. So this is my second week getting back. So I'm out of shape right now. Yeah, fat. Gotta cut the weight. I'm about 190 right now, so I gotta go back to 180, 178, 180, light heavyweight. So yeah, so I'm gonna be doing more running, get back to my running and doing my strength and conditioning training and everything. So yeah, usually in November, December, that's the time of year I take off 2 months to recover. I still work out, but I don't do as much cardio. So yeah.